everyone! This video is going to be on clip-in hair extensions and how you can make your own. I just recently made... No, kitty. Oh, gosh, no. I just recently made my own clip-in hair extensions. The extensions that I have in my hair right now, I made myself. I liked it a lot. I thought that it was fun. I thought that it was really easy and fairly inexpensive in comparison to just going out and buying extensions with the clips already sewn on them. And I also really like that because I made them, I had full control over how thick they were, how thin they were, how tight they were sewn together, how tight the clips were sewn on. So when you do it yourself, you really have full control over how it's done, and therefore you'll know how long they're going to last, and if something were to come loose or something were to go wrong with one of them, you will then know how to fix it accordingly. So I really like that as well. So if you guys would like to learn how to make your own clip-in hair extensions as well, just keep watching. Thanks, guys! Just really quick before we get started, I am going to go over the supplies that we will be using. So we have a spool of thread. Any spool of thread will work. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. Just make sure that the color of your thread matches the color of your hair. Hair clips. You can find these at any beauty supply. I got mine from Sally's in a box of 14 for around $5. Again, just make sure that the color of the clip matches the color of your hair and that the size is going to work best with the texture of your hair. A needle. Any sewing or hair needle will work. I got this from the dollar store in a standard sewing kit. Just make sure that the needle is not going to be too thick to push through your weft of hair. Scissors. And your hair. And again, any hair will work, just your favorite hair, whatever you're most comfortable with using, whatever will give you the desired look that you're going for. This hair is 100% human hair, 18 inches long in color 1B, which is the darkest that it can go. Okay, the first step we are going to be taking is to measure our extensions, and the reason behind this is so that our new extensions can blend in seamlessly with our natural hair. So to get started, first we are going to take our weft of hair, and starting at the bottom of our head always, you always want to you always want to start at the bottom of your head, working your way up. We are going to take the weft of hair and place it on one side of our head, stretching it tautly to the other side of our head. And the reason why I say you want to stretch it taut is so that your extension is not loose, it's not going to sag at all, therefore you're not going to be able to see them through your natural hair and they won't get caught on anything and pull out. So from one side of your head to the other, hold firmly and place your fingers at the ends of each side, like so, and that will be your perfect measurement. Now, from here, you can, like I said, one of the great advantages of making your own hair extensions is that you can customize them. We can make them as thick or as thin as we would like. So if you would just like one single track, which is going to be a little bit thinner, you can go ahead and cut right here. But like myself, I like them to be a little bit fuller. I am going to go ahead and double it to make it a little bit fuller. So to do so, you just take the measurement that we had and fold it over perfectly. So one extension is actually going to be doubled. And then you could even take it further and triple it by folding it over once more if you would like, which is going to make it really thick. So like I was saying, single, you would just cut right now, double, fold it over perfectly, and then cut it off from the rest of the weft, and triple, fold it over once more, and then cut it off from the rest of the weft. So, like I said, Always work your way from the bottom up. Your head obviously gets wider as you work your way up. So an extension made for the bottom of your hair should never be put in the middle or at the top. Hold tautly so that you get a nice snug fit and it's not going to be visible through your natural hair, nor will it be able to tug out. That would be terrible. And make it the fullness that you desire. So single, double, triple. And it is as easy as that. Sorry, loves. Last minute, when I was going over William and I's editing, we realized that I forgot a whole slide. So at this point, you are going to take your double or tripled track and sew it together. And you can keep watching to see how. Sorry, guys. Yay, guys! We are finally at the last step of sewing our clip-in extensions together. So, yeah, this is the last step. After you have sewed your double track together or not, whether you kept it single or we did the last step, sewed the double track together, it is time to sew the clips on to your extension. So we are going to use the lock stitch method like I showed you before. You are going to put the front side of the clip, which is the side of the clip with the rubber in front. This is the front of the clip. And the back of the clip with just the prongs visible. We are going to take the front of the clip and butt it up to one side of your hair. And it doesn't matter which side, it all looks the same. That's completely up to you. So take the side with the rubber and butt it up against the hair. And we are going to be sewing the 5 small holes at the very top. Not the gold hole, that's going to be too far down, but the 5 small holes is where we are going to be sewing. So like I said, take the front of the clip and butt it up against either side of your hair, and when you do it correctly, it will snap out and the prongs will pop up so that you could secure it onto your hair as in you were putting it on. So this is correct, and this is not correct, obviously. So get your clip situated correctly. And we are going to take our threaded needle, again, assuming everyone knows how to thread a needle. And let's see if I can stick your needle through the first hole. If I can get it. Pull the thread through, and the clip is going to wiggle around until you lock stitch it a few times. Stick the needle through again. That creates the loop for your lock stitch. Put the needle through the loop, pull it through, and now you have lock stitched it, so it should stay in place a little bit better. And you are going to do this to each one of the holes until you can't do it anymore. The holes are pretty small, so the thread will eventually get too thick and you won't be able to sew anymore. So do each of the 5 holes until you can't do it anymore. So like I said, take the loop that you have created, put the needle through the loop, and pull firmly. Stick the needle through the first hole, creating your loop. Stick the needle through the loop and pull firmly. And then once your thread gets too thick that you cannot continue to sew anymore, you will lock stitch it one more time. Go ahead and cut your thread off. Rethread your needle if you need to, and then continue on to the rest of the 5 holes. And then this is what it will look like. And one more thing that I wanted to tell you, each extension should at least have 2 clips, 1 clip on each side. So like so, I have a clip on this side, and then for this one I would put a clip on this side because, again, going back to the beginning, this will be an extension for the bottom portion of my head. Longer extensions for the top of your head will have 3 clips. Clip on each side and a clip to secure it in the back. If you choose to do it that way, you could just do 3 clips. You could do 3 clips on each side. You could do clips across the whole thing. But each extension should have 2 clips to secure them properly. If you measure them the correct way, you know, bottom to top and then sides, if you prefer them, each extension should have 2 clips to assure that they're not going to slip out, they're not going to, you know, be able to tug out if you get caught on something. So, yeah, that is it. We measured, we sewed the extensions together if you chose to double or triple them, and we lock stitched the clips on in all 5 small holes. So that is it. Do that for every one of the extensions that you have measured. Follow these steps, and I guarantee that they should come out perfect. This is my first video of hopefully many more to come, so I hope that I could help. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you love your new clip-in extensions. If I can answer any more questions or help you in any way that I forgot to include in the video, please do not hesitate to comment. Thank you so much for watching. Happy sewing, and I hope you love your new clip-in extensions. Bye, guys!